As the famous quote goes, there comes a time in man's life when he hears the call of the sea, and the same goes for our favorite video games. A call that transcends time and preys on our fondest memories from a childhood long gone. But with that subtle whale reference out of the way, since we are in a sense talking about Blizzard here, and these days Blizzard is all about nostalgia and fading memories, we travel back in time and descend deep into the bowels of hell. I started off gingerly, going for Sork this time because I wanted an easier time, a trip down memory lane like a mice in that inferno maze looking for the cheese, with energy shield, lightning, fireball, swapping mana recharge staffs, healing, whatnot. It's smug and arrogant as any sorcerer braving one gauntlet after another, laughing in the face of these adversaries that had so traumatized our mid-school minds, with the true terror being, as ever, the fear of the unknown. Not knowing if you're actually doing damage, and not knowing if you're one tick away from killing that demon, or should you go back to town and restock on supplies. And yeah, in the end, these horrors were quickly dealt with, incinerated, blasted to charred bones and ionized dust particles, with the primeval himself bleeding from 1,000 wounds from our spells. All these PoE Uber fights paying off right now. And just then, like a whisper from beyond the veil, as it just so happens, a word brought on vulture in wings, riding a ghoulish wind howling in the night. A forbidden name. It seems I've been living a lie. There had been a default way of playing Diablo 1, and it was not just playing Diablo 1. It was this Belzebub mod, a revamp of the original game that made it look more like Diablo 2, with set items and new unique items and rare items, and a revamp of the trading system, and all sorts of new quality of life features. And me being a sucker for mods, and ever since Hell on Earth and Eastern Sun and the likes, I was quite intrigued. I would walk through hell once more, but this time, cocky and inebriated from my previous success, I would pick the closest thing to an Iron Man mode that the game had to offer, and choosing between Rona Mitra the Assassin and Ned Stark the Necromancer in the default classes and all that, I went for the Barbarian Bronan with magic locked at 0. I started cleaving down fools with my axe, reveling in their vomit death cries, hastily rushing to charge the first true test of strength, the Butcher, realizing that our brute strength has met a worthy foe, but also realizing that in order to stand our ground, we must allow the fiend to back us into a corner lest we get pinballed around this nightmarish abattoir ad nauseum. Meeting the same onslaught from Leoric, we finally come to the conclusion that mano-a-mano clutches in this Belzebub mod would be the challenge we've been itching for. A battle of nerves, patience, of iron will, with the tidal rush of blood in our veins fueling this miasmal nightmare. And as we grew in strength, no demon that crawled or wriggled in the cold earth below proved our equal, and the bloody path was carved ever downward, where the first wafts of sulfur and brimstone assaulted our nostrils, where dwelt the spawn of hell, the first of Diablo's generals sent to pave the way for his return. Holy shit, man. Look how annoying they've made like the knockback thing. That was stupid, man. What the In the midst of fire and sweating iron, they poured forth, forcing us to retreat to the upper realms where another evil stirred, offering a rare chance to spill blood not beneath but above the earth, in the nighted forests outside Tristram, where many a man had been lured to their doom. Yet no harlot can withstand our blows, and this maiden of anguish is quickly pummeled down into the bloody ground, and after a short moment of respite, we let our guard down and the glory horn the boner rams us down, reminding us
that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
What? Glory horn the boner just rammed me straight into the... With a rictus grin wiped from our blood-smeared face, we proceed with the only task at hand, and demon slaying and gathering loot, of course. And no shortage of demons awaits us down as we descend further down into hell ever so leisurely beneath the earth's shifting crust of bone and ash and all the refuse of countless ages past. Undead, misshapen vipers and horny rhinos, necromancers and their menagerie of risen servants, and the fiercest of the primeval's agents, the indomitable knights, surrounding us from all sides, stunlocking, knockbacking, butt-fucking. The problem is that they're freezing me. Nah. Like, the cold enchant is the thing that gets me. Like, poison? No. Who is the cold enchant? What the fuck? Yet none remain standing for too long, their shrieks and cries echoing down these bone-sculpted corridors, until this motherfucker. Yo! Holy shit, no! I can't kill him like that. I'm getting staggered, stunlocked. Doomlord Gamar or whatever, with an unavoidable widescreen AoE expanding rain of shurikens, stacking negative magic resistance up to the point where one hit insta-kills you. It seems we've reached a threshold, fellas, a barrier between worlds where we either push through and wring the neck of every demon down there, or we limp back to town, shaken and broken and joining Farnham in his sodden oblivion. But we are not about to give up. So we end up doing what every respected barbarian out there would do. We go down once more, pumping iron until we've grown confident enough to arm wrestle the primeval himself. Finishing off some quests in the process, we end up at the threshold once again. But after 666,000 health potions and a king's ransom of gold for repairs... Look at that!
5 minutes later.
Griswold should have just fucked off out of Tristram at that point, buying himself a castle and an army with all that cash, but wait! What about the Black Riders? We have to save Tristram at all costs. So we bow through. We soldier on, knee-deep in demon entrails. Bloodlord the Destroyer finally falls, his armor crumbling as his wicked soul escapes the restraints of flesh and iron. Our grim work is almost done. 2 seals remain. 2 generals of hell await in the nether part of this abysmal pit. Another score of knights backed by a foul magician and his proteges. Driven by bloodlust, we carve them down. Until finally, none remain between us and the Lord of Terror himself. Okay, there we go. I just wanna get in. What? This is not happening. This is not happening, man. Yet there is no turning back now. No evil trickery shall deter us. Bolstered by recent victories, earned in blood, we cleanse terror's foul domain until once more Diablo, the prime evil, is forced out of its lair to stand face to face with Ronan. Holy shit, I killed him. I killed him! Woo! Woohoo! It is done. He's defeated. He is felled.
Yeah, I still have some coffee left.
Just like us, evil is relentless, unyielding, it only grows stronger. And in this bleak, gothic, Groundhog Day world, where we are doomed to retrace our steps ever downward, with a heavy smitten heart I must admit that I have fought terror, and terror won.